La 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 la. We don't care. So stop asking.
Damn.
Now, you probably heard this story for over a million times because we have been living in not so much of a great universe since the year 2019. The world turned upside down on July 15th of 2019 when fellow fan favorite TJXP turned into a tough guy. He was not going to back down from anybody, and he got up on stage to make his perfect comeback. But what if that comeback never even happened? Now, in the real universe, let's take a dive in, shall we? Now, TJXP back then was this watered down weakling. This weakling little human who just lets anybody just run up on him and just ask him certain questions. And then, of course, he'll be afraid to ask them. And he would also be a controversy magnet, a trouble magnet. So he was pretty weak, and he would basically just give up at this point. Like, if he never would have made that comeback, then he would have just retired after his sophomore year, because there was no way he was going to fit into the high school crowd. There would have been no way. He would have just given up. You know what I'm saying? He was on TikTok at the time. He would have just retired. But then, what does that mean for his big man on campus appearance? Like I just mentioned, he would have never did that either. You know what I'm saying? He would have been at home. He would have been all sad, stressed out. And of course, he'd be waiting on somebody to like text him. But nobody would pick up, and he would just be long forgotten. But if he would have been bossed up, and still a lot of people wouldn't like that, and he would have said, I'm sorry for saying that, then that's instant cancellation right there. Like, he does not, like, he's still going to allow people to walk all over him. You know what I'm saying? Like, even up to today, that senior year that he had, like, not too long ago, it would have been, he wouldn't even be there. He would have done virtual school instead. Like, he wouldn't even want to go to high school no more. He would have just transferred schools. If that never even happened, that whole senior year. And I'm kind of glad that we're in the alternate universe now, because we get to see TJXP as the strong young man that he is today. He's not allowing anybody to walk all over him. He's not allowing the ridiculous controversy that he's always in. He's going to let his voice be heard. You know what I'm saying? I really wish that would have been the case in 2018 during his 8th grade year, because he would have been the most dangerous kid on the planet. You know what I'm saying? He would have said whatever he wanted. If he would have kept that same energy he did like back in high school, that would have been something else. He would have been untouchable all the way up to his senior year and even till now. But I guess we'll never get to see that happen. But moving on, because TDXP, he is pretty smart. You know what I'm saying? He is really, really smart to stay out of trouble nowadays. Because back in his sophomore year, he wouldn't even gotten into even more trouble and pissed off even more people. You know what I'm saying? Especially his haters. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna allow people to tell him what to do and what not to do. But moving on, you know what I'm saying? I guess we will never find out what would have happened if he never got to see that success that he is now. You know what I'm saying?